Good boy. Good boy, laddie.
The first thing most people notice when they visit my house isn't Fitz. It's the fact that a dog and a cat seem to move through life as if they've been best friends forever. They'll walk through the yard together, stop to investigate the same interesting smell, and curl up only a few feet apart when they're tired. Watching them, you'd never guess they came from completely different worlds. But their friendship almost never happened, because there was a time when Fitz was just another tiny kitten waiting in a shelter for someone to notice him. I still remember walking into that shelter with absolutely no intention of adopting a cat. I wasn't looking for a new companion, and I definitely wasn't expecting my life to change that afternoon. I simply wanted to spend some time around animals. As I made my way through the room, one tiny Tuxedo kitten refused to let me stay a stranger. Before I even had the chance to introduce myself, he climbed onto my leg and worked his way up until he was comfortably sitting inside the hood of my jacket. I gently laughed and placed him back on the floor, assuming it was just a playful moment. Seconds later, he climbed back up again. After repeating the same thing several times, I finally stopped pretending it was a coincidence. Somehow, that little kitten had already decided we belonged together. Bringing Fitz home turned out to be the easy part. The real surprise came after we walked through the front door. Instead of hiding under furniture or cautiously exploring one room at a time, Fitz immediately treated the entire house like his own personal playground. Every chair became a mountain to climb, every window became something to investigate, and every tiny sound deserved his full attention. His confidence was impossible to ignore, and within a single afternoon, it felt as though he'd always been part of the family. Of course, introducing him to Coco was the moment I worried about most. I expected a slow process filled with careful supervision, but Coco had other ideas. She approached Fitz with calm curiosity, while Fitz walked toward her with the fearless confidence that seemed to define everything he did. Within minutes, they were sniffing each other, exploring the yard together, and before long, they were chasing each other around like lifelong friends. Their bond grew stronger with every passing day, and today, it's difficult to imagine one without the other. As Fitz became more comfortable outdoors, I wanted him to experience the same adventures Coco enjoyed. That's when I built a small floating platform so he could join me while I kayaking. Most people assume a cat would panic the moment it touched the water, but Fitz simply stepped onto the platform, looked around, and settled in as though he'd spent his entire life floating across lakes. While I paddled and Coco stayed close by, Fitz quietly watched birds flying overhead and fish swimming beneath the surface, completely fascinated by the world around him. Back at home, his personality is just as entertaining. During the afternoon, he disappears into one of his favorite hiding places for hours of uninterrupted sleep. Then, before the sun has even started to rise, he suddenly decides it's time for everyone else to wake up too. His soft little meows gradually become impossible to ignore until I finally climb out of bed. Somehow, those early mornings have become part of our routine, and I honestly wouldn't change them. People often ask how Fitz became so comfortable exploring the outdoors without wandering too far away. The answer surprises almost everyone. I never trained him to do it. He simply watched Coco. Every walk became a lesson. Every adventure built more confidence, and little by little, he learned that staying close meant another exciting experience was always waiting just around the corner. That doesn't mean life is completely free of worry. Every now and then, Fitz catches sight of a squirrel disappearing into the bushes or hears something rustling in the grass. His curiosity takes over, and he races out of sight. Those few seconds always feel much longer than they actually are. Then, just as I'm beginning to worry, he comes trotting back with the same confident expression, completely unaware that I spent the last minute imagining every possible disaster. Looking back, it's incredible how one tiny kitten managed to change so much. I thought I was simply visiting a shelter for an ordinary afternoon, but instead, I found a fearless companion who brought endless laughter into my home, gave Coco a lifelong best friend, and turned everyday routines into memories I'll never forget. Fitz may have been the smallest animal in the shelter, but he ended up making the biggest difference in my life. If Fitz's heartwarming story made you smile, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more unforgettable animal stories. Sometimes the most unexpected friendships become the greatest adventures of all.